Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a quick video, but a video nonetheless. I've had 3 requests now, well not requests but kind of suggestions that I make a video about what I'm taking and the preparation for my upcoming canoe trip. If you're new to my channel, then this is what my channel is all about, is canoeing, bushcraft and reviews and projects. And the canoe trip coming up is with Rob from Rob's Bushcraft, and we're going for a 5 to 6 day paddle on some lakes up in the forest to my right, and yeah, it should be a really good trip. Woodsman Tonahawak, I think it would be, Tonahawak, forgive me if I pronounce that wrong. The canoeing Dutchman, Jasper, and Mike Morton from Canada has asked to go over some kit, so we'll get into that straight away. Now if you watch my normal canoeing videos, then you'll know that I'm quite in favour of the wanigan or canoe box for food. I just like the organisation of it. Over the years I've tried using bags and all sorts of different contraptions, barrels, that kind of stuff to carry my food and my supplies, and to be honest, I found the box is the best thing for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but for me it's perfect. So I know where everything is, it's protected, stuff doesn't get crushed so easily and damaged. So yeah, there you go. So anyway, I'll turn the camera into a better angle and we'll go through it. Well, we'll start with the bag. Basically I take a bag with me always, for my clothing, my sleeping kit and incidentals. So this one I'm going to be taking is my Kaipak 58 from Fjellreven. Bought this bag a while ago now, fell in love with it straight away. It's just a fantastic bag, I love it a bit. And so in that, keep it fairly simple really. In the top I just got my selfie stick that we all need, unfortunately. Not a big fan of them, but you need them for YouTube. My grizzly knife, in 2 minds whether to take it. I think I will. I have many knives, but I do like this, and this I bought as a camp knife, so yeah, I'll be taking that. My wood saw, this is just a Laplander. I've had this for getting on for 8 years I think. Still pretty good. Original blade steel as well, so that's good. Just a small homemade pouch. Be taking my tripod, which is for my camera that I'm filming with. This can go around a tree. I've done a video on that. Look it up, it's good. And this will be worn around my neck anyway, but this is my neck knife, and my fire steel, which will go in my pocket. This is the Falkniven WM1 with my own sheath and lanyard. Neck knife thing, that's just a piece of paracord with a quick release button thingy. I had this around my neck originally, and I've gone away from that now, and I now keep it in my pocket. Just clip my belt, works better for me. That's it for the top. On the side I've just got my Grundfors Brooks small forest axe, bushcrafter's favourite axe of choice at the moment. Yeah, perfect size for canoeing. In the front I carry my tinder kit, which is just a mixture really of birch bark, old man's beard, a bit of dried grass I think, and some mushroom in there. Waterproof cover, which is big enough to go over this bag and the box, but the box doesn't need it. Ablution roll, which is bog roll, and some sanitizer. The cover that actually comes with this bag I'm taking as well, just so when I'm at camp, if it's hacking it down with rain and it's wet and damp, I can cover other bits of kit like my boots and things, save them getting wet. This is my first aid kit in this red bag. I won't go in depth what's in the first aid kit because it's a basic first aid kit, but tailored for me, so it has stuff that I know that I need quite regularly. But it's pretty well stocked. It's got also a spare wind-up charger for my phone's in there as well. But that's in a Maxpedition pouch. I can't remember the name of this one. Not Fat Boy. It might be Fat Boy, but it's a small one. That's my first aid kit. Everything's of importance that needs to be dry is in these dry bags. These are by Exped, and I like them because they're really thin, and they have this pretty cool closure that when you kind of squash it, it seals, so you can really get a lot of air out, which is great for me. And obviously I chose red because first aid and all that, and it's good for signalling. This is just a towel, one of those microfiber towels, and once again in a waterproof bag. I think that's it to the front. Yep, that's that. My main compartment has a monster dry bag inside. I'm not entirely sure what size it is. It's like 120 litre or something. And inside that I have my 10th Wonder jungle hammock, including the ropes and everything to go with it. I have my 10th Wonder Cornelius 4x3 tarp with lines attached and some pegs in there just in case. Don't normally need pegs, to be honest. And then right at the bottom is my sleeping bag, which I'll remove. That's it for the bag. This is, what is this? A McKinley Dalton Trek 4. It's kind of good down to -10, they say. I've used it in -15 and it's alright. A little bit nippy, but I've actually taken to wearing a full onesie base layer by Swede Mount. They're really good company actually here in Sweden. I imagine they're elsewhere. But yeah, it's like a what do you call it, fleece onesie, and when it's cold in the mornings, and at the moment here we're in like the beginning of September now, it's about it's about 3 degrees, 2 to 3 degrees in the early hours, which is enough to feel chilly. So yeah, I'm not proud, I go with a onesie. And I'm all for traditional stuff, I must admit. I love the blankets and all the rest of it, but the convenience of just having a onesie I can whack on, and also if it, you know, in the winter time I wear it underneath my outer clothing and it's perfect, really good. So that's that. Spare clothing wise, I'm not really going to worry too much about. We're only going on the lakes. There's no real risk of falling in. I might take some spare, you know, maybe a spare t-shirt. Yeah, but I'm not going heavy on the spare clothing. My waterproof stuff will be basically wrapped up and stuffed on under the lid of my bag, just so I've got it. But even that, I'm not going fully technical. I'm not taking my monsoon or anything. It's just going to be a kind of a shell waterproof because the weather's not going to be that bad, I hope. Fingers crossed. Okay, so that's my sleeping and my clothing, if you like, kit, my incidentals. And now to the box. Now I've changed it again. If you saw my last canoeing video regarding my camping or Wanigan, it was 2 wine boxes, which is great. But this is a slightly longer trip and I need more space, and that's more of a short-term trip box. It can take like a week's worth of provisions for me, but this trip, because there's 2 of us going and we're going full on cooking you know, out in the wilderness type thing, I need more equipment, obviously, more ingredients as well. So, this is called a Smart Store. I have no idea who makes it, but I got it from my local garden centre. I like it. It's pretty sturdy. It's quite strong. Got these nice fold over handles that are pretty strong as well. And this is a 40 litre, I believe. So lid out of the way, handy table, and then inside. I think I'll bring you a bit closer. Okay, bear with me because I'm now looking at myself upside down because of the flip on my phone. Right. Yeah, so basically my new box, I have two baskets which lift out. This one is basically my condiment basket, so this holds like chili sauces, garlic sauces, a little candle lantern in there. Go quickly through it. A little multi-stack spice pot thing, there we go, which I really like. This, it's quite useful. You just unscrews to access each spice. In there, if you're interested, salt, pepper, chilli, because I love the chilli, and there's like a hunter's mix. It's a mixture of herbs and spices. Small thing of oil, some honey, an African spice meal, which is I really like. It's got all sorts in that one. This is empty at the moment, but this will hold some clarified butter or ghee for cooking. Pot lifter. Kitchen knife, which is a Mora classic, number something, can't remember now. Bit of cutlery, there's a spork in there. Not a big fan of sporks actually, I've gone off them a bit, but this is a titanium one, it's nice and light. Get away fly. Bought some nice new shiny cutlery, look at that, for this trip. Lifesaver straw, don't normally need it. The water here is good enough to drink straight from the lake and the river, but take it just in case. Spatula, just for prepping stuff. My extendy sausage fork. There you go. I'm having real trouble with this camera. It's all upside down for me. So that's that. That's my first pot. Now I've kind of designed it to all slot in its place, which probably means it's never going back again, but we'll try. We shall see. Let's see, that didn't come. That fits back in there, sort of like that. So that's my, yeah, condiments if you like. This one's purely for tea stop, coffee stops. Got a knife in there. This is a Robust by Mora. Really nice knife, haven't used it yet. Coffee beans, brown sugar, a GSI Outdoors coffee press. I have done a video on this if you're interested. Look back in the history. My 55 mug Crusader cup, South African model, and my GSI Outdoors coffee mill. Once again, did a video on that, so check that out if you're interested. That all fits back in there. See, done it now. It's never going back, is it? There we go. So that's that. This is my chain that goes around the tripod when I'm cooking over flame, which Rob kindly gave to me. Yeah, that's coming. Another little Tupperware tub. This is purely snacky chocolates. Oh, Lion bars. One layer of Lion bars, one layer of what do they call them, Snickers underneath, or Marathons as they were when I was young. This one is my ablutions kit, if you like, washing up. So I've got washing soap in there, my toothbrush is in there and toothpaste, another first aid kit, and my scrubbing brush. This is just a basic, as it is from the shop, kind of first aid kit. But it's perfect for this. You know, I've thrown in some burn gel stuff in there as well. And then under here, I made this little platform for it, which underneath I have, here we go, my chopping board and my grill to go over a fire if I wanted to. That slots underneath quite nicely, low profile. And then in the bottom is my food basically, and my pots. So I've basically got my Peak 1 pot again, yeah, the old faithful. I've got my non-stick frying pan with a microfiber towel. That's mainly there just to stop this one from scratching it. So it sits inside like so. And then it's just my food. I'm sure no one's that interested in my food, but yeah, we're taking in more ingredients this time. So I've got some of these things I picked up from the supermarket, which I hadn't planned on this kind of food, but I spotted these and they look really good. So they just add water, but that's I don't know if you can see that. It's like a mix. Yeah, it's nice. It's got peppers in it and all sorts. That's that one. I've got a Mexican rice thing, which can just be rehydrated, and then a stroganoff, beef stroganoff mix as well. So, alright, it's not 100% from basic ingredients, but it's better than I normally do. So there you go. That's the kit I'm taking. Obviously minus water. I normally take a couple of litres of water and just restock from the lake or the river or the stream or wherever I am at the time when I need more, which is good for me. It cuts down on bulk carrying. So there you go. Yeah, for those that were interested, there you go. That's what I'm taking. I have just bought a vacuum sealer. I made some biltong, which is just finished drying, so that's gone straight into the vacuum sealer. So that will be coming with me. I'm also going to be roasting a whole beef joint, roast beef, which I'll then, or my wife will then chop up into kind of portions, if you like, so that I can just use that as my protein in my meals. So there you go. I hope that's answered the questions. Yeah, not very exciting, but there you go. That's what I'm taking. And I know Rob's going to bring up some stuff as well, so yeah, it should be food wise it should be awesome, and trip wise it will definitely be awesome. So I hope you come along. Right then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I'm on the lake. Tra.